something I can see turning out of that black hole, two luminous discs. The eyes, it might be a face, might be almost a... Good heavens, something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. Oh, yeah, I can see the thing's body. Now it's large as a bear. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. It's so awful. The eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is a kind of V-shape with saliva dripping from its rimless lips and seem to quiver and pulsate.
When we last left our investigators, you had just checked into this bed and breakfast run by, I believe, I don't know if I said her name out loud, but her name is Lucille. And her cat, Cactus the Cat, you had a chance to kind of ask around about your missing colleague, who you are, I believe, referring to under the nickname Ollie Coy. You got a chance to look at the books and kind of look around the lobby of this building, and you have been handed keys for your room. I believe that the owner of this bed and breakfast, which is on the ground, just B&B, had just stepped away for one moment to change some sheets upstairs, and then was going to let you have your run of the place.
And we had also looked at the log book, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got to look at the register, and we know which. And the room that
it's like right across from ours.
Yeah, it's right across from ours.
Right across from yours, and I believe he checked in a week ago or something.
Cool. Doing a little B&E in the B&B,
yep.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying desperately to figure out if I have lockpicks. I don't think I do.
I super don't. I'm not a criminal. Alistair.
Did I ask if you had lockpicks? I just said I don't have lockpicks.
No, I'm just kidding.
Remember, it's okay if an unaccountable government agency does it, Matty.
I have a permission slip that says I do what I want.
Mm-hmm. That's called working for the government.
Yeah.
We're probably going to pull tonight what's called a Watergate, which is the president can do crimes if he wants.
Is Alistair the president?
He could be.
Not yet.
If he keeps...
That's true.
If he keeps playing his cards right.
Yeah. He does look boring enough.
I was gonna say he's got presidential candidate in a movie vibes.
Yeah.
Like a TV movie specifically.
But in the background of a disaster film TV movie.
I don't exactly recall what I said at the end of the last episode, but I'm going to say that Lucille is not back yet, so you have a moment longer if you want to continue to explore without her knowing.
I think we got the information we wanted from the register, unless there's something else we want to look at around
Can
here.
I just do a quick peek while we are poking our noses into things that we're not technically supposed to be, and see if, just by chance, the room keys are, easily accessible?
I feel like we possibly already asked about that. The reason I remember I asked last time is because I was thinking, do we have any way that we can make a copy of his room key? And then I realized neither of us probably have anything on us that would allow us to copy a key.
I think the idea was maybe that I want to give her one of those hook boards that's literally, an old-fashioned hotel would have. But for some reason, I feel like that shouldn't be just out there. Especially if there are frequently people loitering around that communal living room area.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm going to say that's behind the door in her little office back there.
Yeah, and also even if there were keys, if we take one, she would absolutely know it was.
Oh, I was just going to try to my train of thought there, or rather, Alistair's train of thought there was, I need to look at them. I need to know what kind of keys they are, and I just see if I can find something that looks enough like the other ones on a cursory inspection, and rely on her being so used to her environment that she won't notice the subtle difference until we can swap them back.
Oh, sure.
That being said, it makes sense if this is in the back, because it's like not... It's an old-fashioned bed and breakfast, but it's not quite that old-fashioned.
Yeah, or they have, like, it's in a locked cabinet in the front or something.
Yeah, I bet if you swapped them out, she wouldn't necessarily notice from a distance.
This is a plan B in case we can't jimmy the door. I will say.
Of course.
Because we should just try to get in, like, while she is either out or asleep.
Yeah, I'm going to say these keys are probably pretty interchangeable. I bet you could probably pull that off if it came to it.
All right. Okay. Just
Sick.
I am playing somebody who plans ahead.
This place might be old enough that we could do the credit card trick.
That was my first thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how will you be paying for the room? It holds up a bent credit card. Well.
Cash.
Yes, the utility company, which routinely sends its traveling operatives off with enough fucking cash to pay for hotel rooms. Or like, look, it's easier than you feel. It's like, oh man, you don't even want to know how archaic the expense form system is with this company. This is so much easier.
So that's what you've determined about the keys. You have found out. You may fuck around now if you wish. If there's no further business, you can come back downstairs.
Yeah, I think we should whenever she comes back downstairs, we should just go get settled.
I'm going to say maybe you can hear her humming or whistling as she comes downstairs, so you have like a little bit of ample notice to step back from the desk and look like you weren't snooping through her business's belongings. And yeah, anyway, she pops back around the corner of that large staircase in the center of this building, walks into that back office, maybe sets something down or whatever, and then turns out over to you two and hands you these, again, very straightforward-looking modern house keys for your respective rooms.
Did we decide on one room or two?
I think we're in one room.
Yeah, I
with
think
two
we're
beds.
bunking up.
So she hands each of you a key.
Perf.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't recall saying a number, but I think this place only has like 4 or 5 rooms in total. So, whatever, you're probably like 2B or something.
Sure. I'll just, smile at her. And, thank you, ma'am. I'm sure you've got a number of things you've got to take care of, and we can find our own way.
Yeah, she nods and says, all right, but if you need anything, once again, my name is Lucille, and I'm down here all the time. Thank you so much for staying with us. Cactus hops up onto an armchair and looks at you.
I'm going to give Cactus one last scritch before we go find our room and use this as an excuse to get the layout of the place.
Cactus happily accepts the scritch before bounding off of the chair and going through the cat door in the front of the hotel.
That's so cute.
He's a good cat.
He's a good cat. I would like to, head in the direction of our room, but once we figured out where it is, I would like to, get a mental layout of the B&B just to kind of know what to expect in case this becomes someplace we either have to hide in or defend against something.
Are there, in a place this small there may not be, but is there emergency exits map in case of, fire or something?
Yeah. Good idea.
In a place this small, I think there is really just one primary entrance and exit.
Okay.
There's probably a back utility door in the kitchen or something.
Cool.
That leads out to the dumpsters or whatnot. But I bet it's really just the front door and that back kitchen door.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
How many other rooms are there?
I'm going to say you can kind of quickly figure out, based on the size of this house, this big brick house, that there are 4 on top, and that there are 2 on the bottom opposite the office and kind of communal dining area.
Cool.
So, left wing would be 2 bedrooms, right wing would be the office and communal dining area, and then upstairs would be 4 bedrooms laid out how you'd think they would be.
Okay.
And yeah, maybe she stays in one of those, Maybe she doesn't. I don't know.
We have not figured that. We will.
I do know, actually.
We don't.
We don't know.
We will figure
Right.
that out.
I always take a weird nebulous stance with my dungeon mastering, and then I realize, no, actually, I have the answer for that one.
Yeah. Which we can find.
Yes.
Okay.
Only the shadow knows, and also me, the DM.
DMing the essence of that's for me to know and you to find out. Yeah. So yeah, I would like to. I'm assuming are we on the top floor?
Yeah, I'm going to say you are on the top floor, and you are on the right side.
Okay.
2B kind of faces the back, and 2A, which you glanced from the logbook, is where Oliver was staying. It faces the front.
Sick. Did we happen to get based on kind of the way this house is laid out, are either of our rooms or that hallway over either of the bedrooms on the lower floor?
No. These would both be above the office.
Okay. So if we're going to be doing sneaking, we should limit it to a time when she is not in the office.
I'm just gonna kind of, once we get set up, I kind of just want to get an idea of like how much sound carries.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can I hear, if we're very quiet, can I hear Lucille like bopping around or singing to herself
Whatever.
or something in the office? How good or not is the soundproofing in this building?
Are you going to wait until you get inside the room for that?
Yeah, I'd like to maybe pause for. I'll pause for a second in the hallway like later. But can I like roll notice to? Do I give myself an advantage? Oh my god, just good morning.
Could you possibly use investigate?
Yeah. Yes.
I assume investigate is a better skill for you.
They are the same thing.
They are the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how I can help you with this one. I'm going to be honest. Because you're listening, which is something I can't really help with.
I mean, I guess if you also wanted to.
Yeah, I could also listen.
Just do the
My
same
notice
thing.
and investigate are both a 1, which are fine.
Yeah.
Mine
not
are my
both
strong suit.
Mine are both a 2. Because wow. Sometimes I just look at my skill set for this character. I'm like, this makes sense, but it all is also a set of choices from a role-playing game point of view. Yeah, let's just go into the in the interest of me not overthinking everything, 50 times.
I also
over.
I think it is in terms of overthinking. I think it's weird because I assume that it's an older building. I assume.
Yeah.
And when you're walking around, if someone just abruptly stops in the hallway above you, I'd think to myself, that's weird.
That is true. Yeah, we should go into the
We should go into our room.
Yeah.
And then listen.
I apply key to door.
Yeah, use key unlock?
Yeah,
Cool.
use key unlock.
You can kind of hear in the hallway as you're walking up the stairs, you can hear that maybe she switches on the radio. Let's say, what's appropriately? Dion's The Wanderer, maybe, or something. I don't know, something appropriately old-timey.
All right.
Starts playing as you are walking upstairs. It muffles as you hit the top floor. This is a brick building, so I bet it's actually pretty well sound insulated in comparison to wood. But you can
Are the walls brick? Like the interior walls?
No, they would not be.
They would be. So I think that sound probably does not escape. Not to be a teacher, we had homework, but if the interior walls are wood, then that wouldn't impact the ins. It's just if we start screaming bloody murder, it's going to be harder for someone outside to hear us.
Oh yes, that's an interesting stance, isn't it? Very observant, Matthew. If you were to get murdered here.
Mm-hmm. It would.
1 second. Let me get out one of my Sharpies.
Right, I'm gonna start making my new character really quick. I'm just gonna play Jules.
If Lucille succeeds,
with this is who's the guy who's thought of as America's first serial killer, where he had that
H.H. Holmes.
Yes, the fucked up hotel. That's this.
H.H. Holmes and his fucked up hotel.
I mean, that's basically it. If you don't know what we're talking about, that's all you need to know. You don't need to look him up. He did a lot of gross, awful murders in that hotel.
I will say,
That's
though,
it.
Devil in the White City is a really good book.
I need to read that still. Yeah. So anyway, so the short answer is we can hear her downstairs, so she could probably hear us.
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, look, from a level up, the radio's a little muffled, but still coming in pretty clear. Whether or not that radio is on her desk, her front desk, or if it's like back in her little like office and supply room, you can't really tell. Maybe the door's still open. Who knows? I'm going to say the second you open the door itself, again, all the floors and walls are wood. The building is brick, but there's still like enough like sound absorption that it's significantly more muffled. You can still hear that there is music being played. She probably presumes you don't mind because it's like noon. Mm-hmm. It's noon and you're the only guest. It's not like you're trying to get a nap right now. But anyway, you can still hear it. So yeah, the walls aren't thin, but they're not solid. That being said, it's a lovely little 2-bed hotel room. The motif of green is still pretty prominent in this room. There are green curtains. There's like green comforters on both beds. The blankets look a little scratchy and a little outdated. The wallpaper is kind of like a faded lime color. Something about this hotel, man. But otherwise, it would perfectly suit the two of yours needs, unless either of you wanted to like go bowling or whatever.
In the hotel room?
Yeah, I don't know.
My brain was just like, are they going bowling for the Hulk or Little Green Men?
Or Margaritaville.
I prefer Margaritaville.
Yeah.
We should waste away in a Margaritaville sometime.
ParaScience Chapter 9 notes. Margaritaville.
The Margaritaville that makes you old.
Fuck. So obviously we're gonna.
We move on to bigger and better things. Okay, great. So we move into our hotel room.
Does Saint like head for any? This is one of those like who wants the window bed.
I think what we established last time is that he takes this is me projecting, takes the bed on the far side, like away from the door. So he's closer to the window, but most importantly, he's away from the door. Okay. But that also, I got that last time. So if you want that, it seems fair to swap.
Oh, no, this is a, I think if you are paying attention, you will notice that, like, Alistair does hang back for just a second to kind of like see what Saint is going to do in terms of sitting his stuff down.
Cool. So I think Saint walks into the room and like I think I only have like I also brought my my motorcycle stuff inside too. So I didn't bring the motorcycle in, but I brought the like compartments. The fact that there were typing noises right after I said that is like Saint parks motorcycle in hotel room, enter next note.
Just kickstand, plop the kickstand, it's propped up in the hallway like people used to do with their fucking bikes in the dorm.
Yeah. Oh,
if
God.
Lucille successfully kills the motorcycle.
Yes, so I walk in the door, I think we have a like, are you gonna put your stuff down? Are you? Where we both walk in, we look at and then we look at each other. And Saint will gesture with one hand full of like bags and shit and be like, after you. You let me pick last time.
So I did. Alistair will go ahead and take the as before, take the bed closer to the door.
Yeah, slice of the pie. If something comes in that door, I'm going out the window and leaving you behind.
I mean, depending on what's coming through the door, that's probably a good idea.
I, Matthew, love you, my friend Ezra, but Saint's leaving Alistair behind.
I mean, and like, there are many situations in which Alistair is going to be like, I hope Saint goes out the window so I don't have to worry about him.
There we go. Teamwork make the dream work. Okay, so we put our shit down.
Yeah.
I think Saint's like, okay, so what's the plan here? This is your rodeo.
Agent Choi was in town for a significant amount of time. He'll probably have made various contacts with people in, different neighborhoods, that sort of thing. We need a search pattern. The cover with the energy company will give us a reason to knock on doors, ask people if they've had problems with their service recently. But I'd like to get a sense of the layout of the town and try to extrapolate where Oliver would have gone, sort of, where he would have checked in, and see if we can recreate any of the encounters that he documented.
I was going to say, it might not be a bad idea to use those photos he sent in as a way to kind of landmark where he's been.
Yes.
Maybe he left something behind, or maybe like a note. A note seems far-fetched, but I don't know, anything might be useful.
There could be some sort of evidence left behind that he, for whatever reason, either didn't document or did document and is not attached to the photos that I received.
Yeah.
So...
So maybe get a layout of the town first, and then that could be our next step. Did we notice a town hall on the way in?
No, you did not, actually. This place is not a large enough population to justify a town hall, or at least not a building explicitly designed for it.
Did I notice, coming into the B&B, that there's any, of those brochures that's here's a map of the town, or whatever?
No, probably no maps of the town, but there's absolutely one of those stands that has local, touristy sort of things. But it's, it's like colleges in the area, Vegas.
Okay. So they have stuff like that, but they don't have a town map or anything.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Okay, so we'll just have to lay out a mental one or sketch one down or something. This place is not big enough that it may not require a map, but... it's nice to have one. If only so we can mark down, he took this photo here. And, maybe we could triangulate something. I don't know, maybe it forms a pentagram or some shit. I don't know.
You know what we can do? We can just, print out the Google Maps thing.
Oh, that's the smarter thing to do, yeah.
That's worth doing, actually, is I would like to print out just a one of those, just a basic street grid map of the town, if I can, so that we can mark off, so that when we match photos to locations, we can mark them on the map.
Right now, I'll let you know that the town is relatively T-shaped.
Okay.
There's the highway to the south, which kind of stretches perpendicular to the main road. There's this main road that you're on. It ends at the radio station across from the town square, and then there's almost a T-axis that is perpendicular to that. So yeah, it's all a giant capital T that leads off to a park on the left and some houses on the right.
Okay.
That there is a bowling alley, there is a bar and grill, there is the hotel, there's a park, there's the old radio tower and radio museum, and then there's residential area, and almost all the residential area is off to the right side of the town,
Cool.
Off of this main road. And then on the left side of the town is this bed and breakfast, like I mentioned, but also largely the cliff face. Not a cliff, sorry, that's wrong. A series of escalating plateaus of orange rock. Like Utah looks like.
Yeah, so it's kind of a step up to a mesa type thing.
Yeah, pretty much. So not a mountain, not really a cliff, but a series of
Almost like how rice paddies are set up on a mountaintop specifically.
Yeah, not quite terraced, but definitely steep.
I forgot about the radio tower. We definitely need to check that out.
Yeah, I say we exit the B&B and just go in the direction of... Why don't we start at the radio tower?
Yes. Side note, do you think there's any way we can ask her if she's around at night without sounding sketchy?
I think there is.
I'm thinking being hey, just out of curiosity, if we need something after hours, are you on the premises, or will we need to wait until the morning?
If for some reason we need to come in late, will we wake you up?
Yeah, let's ask that on our way out. And then, yeah, I agree, we should start at the radio tower. Did any of the photos that he have, were they near a radio tower? Does that happen to line up with some of the photos he took?
Sure. You can flip through these. They're not on like photo stock or anything like that. They're printed out on like normal printer paper.
Okay.
But yeah, you can flip through them pretty easily. And yeah, there's like one or two that are photographs of the outside of the radio station.
Cool. Okay. Two birds, one stone.
And definitely a couple of the house next to it as well.
Okay.
Okay, so more. Would you say that like there's more photos of that area than like any other one particular area, or are there other repeat zones?
No, it's really spread out. But I'm going to say there's a lot on the main strip. Maybe for the first time you notice that a lot of these photographs are looking down from a higher spot.
So he got on top of something? Oh, are they drone photos?
No. These are not bird's eye, but definitely they're downward angles.
Oh, like he got them from...
Like far
Is it
enough...
like he stood on top of something, or is he like he got them from a security camera?
Like he stood on top of something, not from a security camera, that's
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
That he himself was maybe a little higher up.
Because he's taller than us, or because like specifically it is enough of an angle that seems like he was standing on like a box?
No,
or a
like
step
10
stool?
feet up.
Oh, okay. Great. Thank you.
Okay, interesting.
I wonder why. That's so specific.
I feel like, I mean, as we're looking at them, whichever one of us notices it first, it obviously says something. It's just I'm thinking about. The angle's not high enough up that these photos look like they were taken like from like the roof of an adjacent building,
Or that he like climbed up a power pole or something to like pretend to do his job. It's like he was on a ladder.
I mean, I suppose if he was only part way up or took the photo on the way down a utility pole, that might account for it.
Do you guys have like stealth cameras or something like that would allow him to like not look sketchy? Or do you think he was taking these with a normal standard camera? Because that could be something that we can ask about is, hey, our buddy was like kicking around here. Did you like, he would have been the guy with the camera.
Mostly field agents rely on the air of inconspicuousness lent by, a basic... the kind of disguise of someone you expect to be there. Your eyes sort of just move past them.
Yeah, but if I saw a power guy taking photos with a camera, I would think that was weird. Like, of a street.
I think you might have a little bit rosier view of the average person's observational skills than is entirely accurate.
I don't know about that, but agree to disagree, I guess. We should ask Lucille if she's around at night, and then radio tower?
Radio tower.
Radio tower. Cool. Is she still downstairs?
Yeah, you can hear she's moved on from the Wanderer, and now it's on to Run Around Sue. She's like, I don't know, cleaning or working or something in that back room.
Cool. Is like the door open? Can we get her attention? Do we need to like ring the bell?
You can ring the bell.
Okay.
Sure, yeah, we may as well do that.
I do that.
Ding ding. That's the sound it made. Yeah, she pops her head out from behind the back room and says, "Hi, is there anything I can assist you with?"
Yeah, sorry to bother. We were thinking about we might be coming back fairly late tonight. Is that gonna wake you up? Is there some other way that we should come in? I don't know if you lock the door at night. I was just trying to figure out if there's how we should be handling that. I don't want to disturb you,
Oh, well, I don't try to enforce a curfew or anything, but if you need to come in, in early morning hours or anything like that, I understand, and it's not a huge pain, but I'd prefer you were, I don't know, back before midnight.
That seems very reasonable. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Anything you need to know about the town, or I'm an NPC in a tabletop game? So.
I open the chat menu and I scroll through the options. There's one option that says Rat Dungeon, That seems like an interesting side quest. No, I think that's it. Just wanted to make sure that everything was all kosher, but no, we got all set up, and we're just gonna kind of look around, see if anyone may have seen our friend.
All right. Yeah, sounds like a plan. If you need me to introduce you to anyone, let me know.
Will do. And I flash her my most charming smile, and then I think we depart.
Thanks very much.
She is unsettled by it.
Oh dear.
Damn it! I should have put more points in charisma.
Oof. I also smile with my +3 to rapport to try to salvage the situation.
I have a +2 to rapport and a +4 to empathy.
We're
And I have a face you can trust.
We are strangely. This is like a very trustable, but not for charisma reasons, duo.
We're extremely likable.
We are extremely likable.
You step outside of the bed and breakfast into the parking lot. You can see Cactus is just kind of chilling in the parking lot.
Okay, I gotta get one less cactus pet in before we leave.
Yeah, he's kind of walking in figure eights, doing what he did to Alistair earlier, and he keeps kind of looking up and letting out these little chirps.
Can I pick him up?
Yeah, you sure can.
Hell yeah, my cat now. Great. No, I don't. I
Cactus.
I just give him a kiss.
Oh, okay. You lean down and give Cactus a little kiss. Spelled with an E, I guess.
Yeah.
Lethal kiss.
And I'm gonna say, like, as you reach down to give him a little kiss, you can kind of hear this weird sort of like vibrating sound in your eardrums.
Like purring?
Yes, I guess that would be an interpretation of what I said. However, that is not what I meant.
So is it coming from the cat?
No, not from the cat, but from around the cat. There's kind of like a deep-seated buzzing in your ear.
Oh, can I guess that would probably be an investigate to try and figure out where that sound is coming from.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. I only have a +1, but I have...
I'll give it to you on a +2.
So that is... not good. That is a negative, and 2 positives. Wait, hold on. Am I doing that math right? No, I'm not. It's a negative, a neutral, and a positive. So it evens out to 0 with my +1. So, I don't know, dick.
I'm going to say you're a little alarmed by that, but you can't figure out what happened.
Okay, I don't want to use my lucky yet. I only have 2 of those. Okay. I'll mention it out. Hey, so I heard this leaning down towards the ground.
Leaning down toward the ground, specifically near where Cactus is.
Okay, if I, like... I guess with my 0, I'm not able to triangulate the sound. I'm just hearing, like, the...
No. You would have been able to if you rolled higher, sorry.
Yeah. Are you hearing that?
You're going to have to be more specific.
I just leaned down to give Cactus, a kiss, and there's, like, this very odd sound. Here, just listen, okay? And I, like, wave him down.
Alistair, do you take the bait?
Yes. Yeah, I do. I will, like, crouch down, like I'm going to tie my shoe to give myself a little more time.
Sure, yeah, you actually feel a similar sensation right around Cactus, who is, again, still walking in figure eights. He's a cat on a mission.
Can I, like, put my hand on the ground, like, in his path, kind of?
You can kind of feel, like, sort of a static cling around your hand. Not super tangible, but you can just kind of feel it brushing up against the hairs on your skin.
Okay, if that's, like, in front of me, I'm gonna move my hand, like, behind me to see if I can get an idea of the radius of this thing.
You no longer feel it once your hand goes behind you. It seems to be extremely localized to that exact one spot.
No, I know what you mean now.
So it is both a physical and audible sensation.
Do I have anything on me that would, like, record? I'll pull out my phone, or, the device that I use to take notes and stuff with, and I would like to, like, set it to try to audio record what the sound that we're hearing down here.
Yeah, you set it on the ground, you open up the voice memos app, And the microphone is not picking up anything.
Fascinating.
Or rather, not anything that wouldn't just be blended in with natural wind and air sounds.
Okay.
You're also right next to the highway, and as infrequent as cars might be, maybe one drives by.
This is true. And if I just look up, either, like, if I, like, look down and then look up, do I notice anything, like, different about, like, the way, like, light is filtering through the air in this area, or anything about, like, the ground?
There actually isn't a ton of light at all. It's a very overcast day, and nothing seems that unusual about the sky above you. But Cactus is still looking up.
I'd like to just, close the voice app, open the camera, flip it around so it's like selfie mode, and just take a picture straight up from where I have my phone set down.
Sure, yeah, you do just that. Maybe there's part of a power line in the shot, or a power line pole. Maybe you can see a little bit of the edge of the motel.
Okay.
But that's about it. Just the overcast sky.
I will stand up, just kind of look at Saint and say, unfortunately, I think it would be unethical to try to take Cactus with us to use as some kind of detector.
But how unethical?
Technically, not particularly. But on a personal level, if, for instance, we were carrying him around and he jumped out of my arms and ran away or got hit by a car, I personally would feel extremely bad about it.
That's fair. I mean, she already lets him be an outdoor cat, and then just insert my specific cat should be indoor only brand.
Me too.
Yeah. So, I mean, the likelihood of him being... This is not... Honestly, what we should do is put him back inside and be like, don't let your cat outside. He's a predator, and you're letting him destroy the environment, and also the likelihood of him being hit by a car or eaten by a predator is significantly higher when he's outside. But that's none of my business. So
impassioned speech immediately folds.
But I guess you're right. I guess the neutral point here is to just leave him be. It might be good keeping an eye out for him, though, just to see if maybe he's drawn to specific spaces.
I'll make a note, and I will make a note of, the location, how big I think the area is. Basically, I'll just kind of fill out the sort of quick little, like, Alister shorthand kind of incident report or whatever. I will, like, start my log, kind of. Because Alister absolutely has his own sort of note-taking shorthand. He absolutely is that guy who literally made, like, a whole-ass list of abbreviations that, frankly, only he knows what they are.
Looks like this is a classic SGY situation. That's a scary ghost, yikes. Yeah, so you decide not to kidnap this cat. Good job.
Yep, so let's head to the radio tower.
You passed an ethics test?
That was a test, and we passed, because otherwise we would have just died. Good to know.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of stroll down the street, trying to keep an eye out, for if I can recognize any of the places we see in those photos, and in order to give myself an advantage on this, can I invoke one of my aspects?
Yeah, sure, which one?
Head on a swivel.
Ooh.
Ah, yes.
I'd like to kind of try to keep keep an eye out without it being too obvious that I'm, like, looking for something.
Yeah, sure. In this case, I don't think it would be all that weird if you were looking around as you're brand new to town.
No, that's fair, but, like, not in, like, a weird way.
Totally. It would be weird, however, if, you were comparing it against photographs.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe the more unsettling part to a random citizen of this town. But you're, what is the advantage that Head on a Swivel gives you?
I thought that I invoked, that was it was just to create an advantage. Am I not using the vocab? I may also be just, like, fucking up the vocabulary of fate again.
Character aspects used in character creation and roleplay. Invoking an aspect.
Do I have to spend a fate point to do that?
I don't recall.
I think
Aspects, phrases describing, can be invoked on skill rolls and when role-playing. Aspects can be Aspects can be invoked with a fate point to ease the situation and provide role-playing opportunities. Yes. You have to spend a fate point on that.
Yeah.
Okay. We have 3.
Yeah, and we get refreshes of those when we hit plot significant points. So it's not like we only have 3 for this chapter.
I'm gonna go ahead and I don't want to miss anything on that. Like, I don't want to have to spend a ton of time combing over this town because Alistair is deep down worried that there is a time, that this is a time sensitive situation.
Understandable.
So I would like to burn one of my fate points to make this skill check easier.
All right. Yeah. You have your head on a swivel. You are, of course, a deeply observant individual, especially when you access new areas for the first time, and if you're concerned in any way about how much time you have to spend in this small little community before Oliver goes missing permanently or anything like that, it's understandable that you would want to utilize all your skills here.
So I'm assuming that this is either an investigate or a notice.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a specific skill to help out on this one.
Let's do notice. That seems more like the correct flavor for me because I'm not combing over something. I'm literally just kind of I feel like if I was like, when I'm imagining the process of doing this is a little bit more like kind of soft focus almost, where I'm letting I'm trying to just be as aware as possible and kind of let my subconscious make the connections. I know what I'm looking for, but it's like I'm not exactly, I need to know it when I see it, which seems more like something a notice than an investigate.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, you can roll, and then a reminder that invoking an aspect allows you to do one of 4 different things.
Cool.
Which is take a +2 on your current skill roll after you've rolled the die. Re-roll all your die completely. Pass a +2 benefit onto another character's roll, or add +2 to any source of passive opposition, of which I don't believe this is relevant.
Okay. So I will roll and then either choose to add to or re-roll.
Pretty much. Yeah, especially since you're not assisting. Yeah, those are pretty much the 2.
All right. I'm rolling my 4 cool fucking pip d6s where the pips are daggers. Because that's how I was feeling today. Let's see. Oh shit. That's 2 negatives, a neutral, and a positive. I have a +2, which only shakes out to... Shoot. Oh my god, I forgot how to do math. That shakes out to a minus... Wait, hang on. So this is a -1. Because I've got 2 minuses, a neutral, and a plus. So that's a -1. I have a +2, which takes me up to a +1. I could get to a +3, or I could re-roll.
Up to you.
Do we know? I guess we don't know what the marker here is.
We do not know what the target is.
Oh, +3 is a pretty decent roll.
I'll go ahead and I'll just add a +2. I'll add the +2 for a total of 3.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you look around the area, and you see what you see. You're comparing things against... Remind me specifically, you're comparing things against the photographs to see what?
I want to identify the places, as many of the places as I can on the way from the... I want to know where they were taken.
Sure, yeah. All right, looking around, it seems that a lot of them are taken around... I guess first things first, you look through all the photos to see, what is the most frequent. Which number comes up the most, if you were doing some, 3rd grade math or whatever. I imagine you're kind of walking up and down the street as you do, and you're maybe holding up the photographs to see what matches to what and how often it comes up. And you see that the majority of them come up around the bar and grill. You take a look kind of upward at the sign, and you see that it's called the Last Call Sign Bar and Grill. And then you walk a little further down the road, and you see that there are a lot around the radio station and a lot next to the park. Actually, and I'm going to say that you also see some around the trailer park that is right next to the bed and breakfast. The photographs that are taken of the bar and grill and of the radio station are elevated, as mentioned earlier, and the ones next to the park and the trailer park are kind of ground level.
As I'm walking past the bar and grill, do I see anything on that building or the surrounding buildings, like a fire escape or any existing architecture that would put someone at the height that I would extrapolate this photo was taken from?
What did you roll in total? +3?
+3.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say that there's maybe, no. The bar and grill and the bowling alley are probably both one-story buildings. I'm going to say you look around this building in total, and you see that the only two-story buildings are some of the houses in the suburban area. The house right next to the radio tower itself, and the bed and breakfast. And I'm going to say with a +3, you look back toward the bed and breakfast, the very place that you're staying, and you see that the curtains are parted a little bit. And you can see what appears to be the glint of a lens poking its way through the window.
Oh, we got a rear window situation going on.
Fascinating.
We got to get into that. We got to get into that.
Because I was thinking that room.
I was thinking he might have he might have had a ladder or something, but that makes much more sense. Okay. Let's see. Why don't we pick, I will point this out to Saint. Why don't we pick one of the spots, like, because the bar and grill is just like across the street from the bed and breakfast, right?
Yeah, across the street and a little bit up.
Okay. I'd like to kind of go, I want to just go over to where one of the pictures of the bar and grill is of, I just want to, again, make it look like I have to retie my shoelace. I want to see if that same phenomenon that we, that Saint found because of the cat is repeated.
Yeah, I'm going to say you kind of walk through the area and try to find something even remotely akin to the weird auditory and physical sensation that you felt earlier. And I'm going to say it takes you a moment, but eventually you kind of stumble across another one directly in front of one of those street side newspaper boxes. One of the ones that you put a quarter in to get a newspaper.
Yeah.
There is a small kind of condensed area that when you put your head toward it or your hand toward it, things go a little bit fuzzy, both across the surface of your hand or kind of deep in your eardrums as you step toward it.
We got another one.
Saint, where are you right now?
Alistair clearly has, a scent he's following. I'm just following him around.
Fair enough. Let's say that even a couple feet back, Saint, you start to feel it too.
Huh, okay.
Brushing up against your right side and fading over to your left side. Like the Doppler effect.
Oh,
But internal.
I don't like that. If I step back and step back in, does it repeat?
Nope.
Oh.
It's like it passed you by.
Does it feel like a ghost?
Not like any ghost you've encountered. What you've just been listening to was ParaScience, a glimpse into a world unknown. It was an actual play horror adventure told to you through the Fate system. Our players were Ezra Kaye as Eyes on the Ground Agent Oliver McAndrews and Matty Trumbo-Gomes as capable young man St. Garcia Flores. As you may have surmised, Nick will not be joining us for at least this arc as they pursue their education. As for myself, I was your game master and disembodied voice, Ben Hamlin. I also produced this show just for you. Our theme song and incidental music are by the incorporeal Johnny Rinaldo, and our logo was crafted by the haunted visage of Terra Bosart. Additionally, this chapter's story was created with the assistance of Sara Husen. This show is brought to you by Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. We appreciate you listening to this program. If you would like to help the show succeed, there are a good many ways to do that. You can help spread the word about the show on social media and by simple word of mouth. You can @ us at ParaScience Pod on Twitter, and while you're at it, why not tag Infinity Break 23? We have a Patreon at patreon.com/InfinityBreak, where you can start donating to Infinity Break for as little as $1 a month. We appreciate your support and promise a good deal of behind-the-scenes audio. And finally, if you listen through Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a review. Reviews help us rise in the podcasting charts and help more people stumble across our show like a body in the woods. That's all for now. Let ParaScience flicker and stretch behind you, like a shadow in the hot desert sun. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time.